Morning. Greetings here from Germany. I'm going on a little adventure again with the River Rhine. It was actually all summer so low of water that we could walk here on the riverbed of the Rhine, which is actually this here. It used to be all water, but things are changing all the time, and that is also the nature of things. And something actually that brings me here as a lifelong seeker of truth and trying to understand what's happening in this world and how we can actually create change, which is really something we all want to do. We all want for things to change, but then we become rather stuck in the program that repeats itself. And it's just like that in our own personal lives. As we keep on doing the same thing over and over, the routine is controlling us. But we're all looking for something better. And many times we struggle. I see that within myself how I've been struggling for a long time. Repeating the program again and again and again. But I feel that it's really time to change. But one of the challenges is in life that we're not really listening so much, we human beings. And we filter everything through our own subjective evaluations or judgments of what it is we're hearing. But how can real communication be possible that way if we only hear what we want to hear? I found that in the United States, where I lived for more than 2 decades actually. It's different here in Germany, but the United States, and actually it's all around the world that way, but especially in the United States there's this thing about the freedom of speech, where everybody claims their freedom to say whatever it is they want to say, but when it comes to listening to each other, that is rather rare. That doesn't really exist so much. So, well, there's a lesson there. There's always a lesson there, and that's basically what I like to draw attention to here with what I'm doing with this video and my previous videos. Also with Kind Ding, and for those of you who remember, also Realize to Actualize, which is really an interesting concept, which I came across during my own studies. That the idea, whatever it is we realize, we actualize. What we think about creates our reality. So it's really important to become aware of that, and actually that is something that I'm learning for myself, the power of that, the power of realizations. And to be honest, I need to be saying that there are a lot of realizations or thoughts or feelings, which also is an interesting connection between thoughts and feelings. But anyway, there's a lot of those messages, those inner messages we send to ourselves, or I send to myself, which are not so good. I think to some degree we all have that. Well, many others, many people are just hiding behind the mask of the external, the material, work, outside success, material success, money, of course. It's always outside. But what I've come to find is really that it's really, well, and I'm also not the first one to say that, but it's really from the inside. What's in ourselves. Our inner thoughts, our inner world creates our outer world. And that is really the point, to draw attention to that, to become aware of that. I mean, I cannot tell you that, but what I'm here to remind you of, that, well, listen more within. And listen more to understand without judgment. And that is really how we all should approach ourselves. And I'm learning to approach myself more in that regard, but also we need to approach each other in that regard, without judgment, without evaluations, without expectations, to really learn each other. I think that's the most important thing when we talk about the school of life, and life is a school where we're all here to learn. We need to really begin to learn each other, to get to understand each other. I mean, the only way we can really come together and create a peaceful world is through understanding. Following Einstein even said that peace cannot be kept by force, but only achieved by understanding. That's really the key. That is really missing, because understanding would require for us to go beyond judgments. Because judgments create separation. Judgments create violence. Absolutely. That's really where it begins. Because we all are, the way we are, we all have developed a nature. We all are connected to each other through nature. And so I think it's important to be natural, which is actually, it is very natural, it's very simple actually. It's Kind Ding, which is also the point of that idea, Kind Ding. You know, the best things in life aren't things. Listening is kind thing. You know, understanding is kind thing. The most important thing in this world. If we just would listen without judgment. Children do that. And that's really where it starts. You know, our real nature is actually that more of the nature of a child. Before we have become conditioned and programmed to just serve the system and serve this world. You know, when we learn to just follow our program and develop our program, which is basically, I mean, we think the same way, we do what we have always done, we react without thinking, and we all focus on what we want. And well, if that's the case, no wonder that we're so divided. And of course, the power elite, you know, those who are on top of the food chain, so to speak. You know, those who control the media and the banks, and the school system, and the educational system, and the entertainment system. All these systems, the war industry, religion, politics. It's all part of that. I mean, they're just fulfilling their job, and they just play the masses against each other. So it's just only division. And people struggle to just get somewhere and seek happiness and find happiness and be successful in this world. Well, nobody really has time to really think. We stopped that a long time ago. So I think I think it's time to think again, to really think. That is an art. Also, a basic idea is that your life is an art. Also, we heard that before. It does make sense. But what they really mean is another story, just like life is a school. But coming back to that, life is an art, everything is an art. Communication is an art, listening is an art, thinking is an art, expressing yourself is an art, dancing is an art. I mean, art is art, music is art, living is art, life is an art. Feeling, thinking. It's the art of learning. And we're all here to learn. And we all have something to learn. But it's not about me teaching you or anybody teaching you that. That's impossible. But, and that's the point of the, lesson, the point of the practice, is that you can learn that for yourself. We all can learn. Every moment of our lives we can learn how to be better, how to be less judgmental, how to be less reactive and more, understanding, more aware of the realities of others, instead of invading their space and cutting them off and talking over them because they say something that we don't like, we don't agree with. And that's how it goes many times with communication, which is actually a dance. It's a beautiful dance to which people can really get close. But often it's communication, it's a struggle. It's an argument over who's right and who's wrong, and people don't listen to each other really. They only listen to a certain point, or we only listen to a certain point, and then we talk over another person. I always was very sensitive to that, especially as a child, about all these judgments. You know, being judged by parents, being judged by society, being judged by friends in school. And, you know, we all are unique and beautiful just the way we are. So that's basically the message. I love you. I do love you. And I'm not just saying that to the person who's watching. I'm saying that to you, my dear brother, from the same mother actually, which is you, the man in the mirror, Christoph. I love you. But yeah, the same mother actually is also the realization, you know, our mother is really Earth. And Mother Earth, we have been not treating Mother Earth very well. And that's basically just as a result of we're not treating each other well. We're not treating ourselves well. Because we've been beaten down, you know, to just serve the system. We become these automatons, these robots. We become stuck in this consciousness that repeats itself, where we struggle and we fight an unjust system, but we can never win this war. So it's really time to make peace. And I want to send peace to you. I want to send peace to this world, all around the world. I want to send peace to myself, of course, this is where it begins. But I want to send also peace to you. And remember that now is the time where we're beginning with a new awareness, with a new consciousness. And that is how we can change this world. As we begin to change our focus. Less towards now Christmas is coming up and all this consumerism and buying things and you know, the routine and work and getting ahead of others, you know, being successful. being stuck in the material. I think we need to take a little energy from that and realize again that we are spiritual beings, and it's actually out of the spiritual that the material has evolved, or we have created that material with our great technology, which is really amazing. I just got myself another smartphone, holding up here a Guia 360 camera, which is really amazing. So there have been great advancements, but then also we human beings are still struggling, we still fight, we're still so divided. Spiritually, we're still like Neanderthals, going to church, praying to God while the masses suffer and the masses get killed. And over greed, we have wars over greed still, which we always did. And so it's really time to change. And again, that change starts right now. Now is the time. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate you. I love you. I want to learn how to be better towards myself. Again, that's where it begins. To love myself. To let go of all the resentment and all the guilt, being stuck in the past. I think we all have issues with that, some more than others, but basically that is really the human experience which we all share and which is connecting us, which is uniting us, and it's really out of that experience and what we experience that we create. So I want to experience more fully, and I want to, instead of experiencing all that pain over and over and all the emptiness and sorrow and sadness that really is holding me back from just embracing life and embracing everyone, I want to experience more of that love. I want to experience more appreciation and more kindness and more understanding, more sensitivity, because we human beings are all very fragile, and words have a power, and the words that we have heard since we grew up, basically just like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, that's the way, follow the leader, follow the rule, follow the routine, follow the machine, follow the authority. Through this we have stopped listening to ourselves, and so now is really the important time to start listening again. And really, as we begin to listen to ourselves more, we listen to others more, or the other way around, as we begin to really open ourselves to people more and really listen to them without judgment, without evaluations, without expectations. Just with an open mind and open heart, we listen to other people. As we do this, we also begin to listen to ourselves more, and that's where we create change. Real communication, that's the key. And so I hope this helped a little bit. My little rants here on this Sunday, around 11 o'clock on the 18th of November. Check me out at keinding.com. That's KEIN-DING.com. The best things in life aren't things. Ich bin kein Ding. I am not a thing. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.